Yep, that's me. You're probably wondering how I ended up in this situation.
You ever have one of those days where you shouldn't be doing anything, let alone complex tasks of any type? You should just sit yourself in front of the TV and wait for nighttime so you can go to sleep? Well, that's the kind of day I was having when I tried to tackle this install. And while it was a failure at first, it turned out to be successful. Now, I shot this footage 1 year ago, actually over a year ago, in the beginning of June of 2019. It is now the middle of July 2020, 1 year later, and this tint is still on the car and it still looks amazing. This is one of those installs where I'm not too sure about how to stretch the vinyl or how to lay it out at first. I mean, I know I got to stretch out in the middle and shrink back the edges, but for some reason, my brain, my hands, and the vinyl were not working together at all. I did struggle with it at times and, almost gave up a couple times just because I really thought I fudged the vinyl so bad that it would look like crap. One of the things I remember from like the Luxe product demos and talking to John from Luxe is that the light wrap is resilient. You stick it together, you mess it up, you crinkle it up, you straighten it out, you apply some heat, it goes back to normal, and you try again. So you'll see in this spot right here, it's a perfect example of how messed up the vinyl was. You could see right in the corner, it's completely stuck to itself. You'll see wrinkles. You've seen me stretching and pulling and crinkling this thing and squeegeeing it down to the light, heating it up. But one thing you'll notice is each time I bring it off and heat it up and put it back on, it's flat. There's no wrinkles, there's no scores in the vinyl, there's no folds or creases. It comes back to life. So sit back and watch me fumble with this installation, and at the end of the video I'll show you how it turned out, and then right after that I'll show you what it looks like today, just over a year later. And the reason I kind of contemplated making this fail video now is because I'm impressed. A year later, this stuff looks just as good as it did the day I was about to rip it off because I thought I screwed it up. So stop painting your taillights. Get some Luxe LightWrap, put it on your car. If you're not good at doing vinyl, there are vinyl installer shops around the country that can do this for you. But I'm telling you, this is a great option for, if your town institutes new laws or your cops start cracking down on taillights. It's a lot easier to grab the corner of this vinyl, heat it up with your blow dryer, slowly peel it off. For those of you who have concerns about, legality of taillight tint, check the laws in your local area, but tinting them with Luxe LightWrap is an easy solution. It's not that expensive. For most people, it's a DIY product, and as you can see here, no matter how bad I screwed it up, the job turned out amazing, and it still looks amazing a year plus later. So LightWrap does live up to its name. It's easy to use, doesn't shrink, nice and dark, stands up direct sunlight. The Magnum, as much as I love her, she sits outside the garage all day, every day, in direct sunlight for at least 10 to 12 hours a day, depending on the season. These taillights, the all black car, no protection, sitting out there in the sun. A perfect example of how the Luxe LightWrap stands up to the novice installer, us DIY guys. Even though I've got vinyl experience, you see me struggling throughout this whole video. So I figured, why not post a fail video? We're all not perfect. But hopefully it gives some of you guys the courage to give this a shot yourself. You can buy small samples, buy a big piece, whatever you want to do, give it a shot if you want to tint your taillights. Most important part is that post-heat process. Once you get that vinyl laid down perfectly, make sure you post-heat it properly, following the instructions, so you can get rid of that vinyl memory, you can get all that adhesive to flow and everything to stick just right, so it lasts a long time for you guys. Okay, we're still back in 2019. Couple days after I did the tint job, I just wanted to show you guys what the taillights look like, what the blinkers and the brake lights look like. Always get asked the question, is it bad? Can you see when you're backing up at night? Yes, you can see very clearly. The whole back of the Magnum is blacked out and I could still back up perfectly fine. Same thing with the Challenger. Challenger and the Magnum both have the Luxe Dark Smoke LightWrap. That is their darkest tint that they offer, and I still have no problem seeing when using the reverse lights. Blinkers, taillights can be seen at long distances during peak daylight. It's very important that your taillight tint can be seen during the day. It's not so much the nighttime you gotta worry about, it's the daytime. So again, stop painting your lights, go check out Luxe LightWrap. You can buy individual kits, by the roll, by the yard, whatever you wanna do. I'll put some links in the description. These are my affiliate links, so when you use those links, Luxe takes a little bit of their profit, gives that to me so I keep making videos like this. And down below you'll also get a discount code, so not only will you help me out, but I'm helping you out by saving you guys some cash. These spots that you're looking at right here are factory mold marks. They're in the taillight themselves, and then the Luxe LightWrap kind of conforms around them. All right, we're gonna fast forward now to 2020. This is July, over a year later. This is what the same tint, no trickery here. This is the tint that I failed in this video on and turned into a success. This is what it looks like today. Still haven't removed it from my car. All right, that's it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to gently press that like button. If you're stopping by for the first time, check out my other content and consider subscribing. And as always, thanks for watching.